This week on Ginger's Corner, they are doing a mini swap for the theme Let's Stay Home. And I'm going to give you some examples of what I'm doing for this swap so you can see how to interpret it, or an example of how to interpret it, not necessarily how you have to do it. So when I was originally trying to figure out what to do with this theme, I pulled out a couple of different things. I've got a die set here. It's got a door, a window, and then a landscape, which is pretty cool. I've got a stamp and die set here that makes a little 3D house. A stamp that's got the house. And some more stamps with maybe some backgrounds. Some words that say home. And then I finally landed on this one. So this, I think, is from Dare to Be Artsy. And it's more of like a sleepover type of thing, no, more geared towards girls. Well, I have a boy, so I have to figure out how to use it. So I decided to go ahead and use the icons in this stamp set to make some ephemera pieces using my scraps. And that's what this is. This is scraps to embellishments. So all month long, creators are posting on the Saturday before a swap goes live for Ginger's Corner, and giving you their interpretation of the theme. This week's theme, again, is Let's Stay Home, which is perfect for this collection. Now, a little bit different on my channel. I'll be making the embellishments and then actually using them on a page, because just making the embellishments in my brain, they have to coordinate with collections, and that's how I scrapbook, is by collection. So I started off by just stamping a whole bunch of those images. I even did the pizza. I did the popcorn, you know. And then what I did is I tried to figure out what colors of Distress Oxide actually coordinate with this collection by Michelle Coleman with Photoplay. We Can Just Stay Home, because that's what I want to use today. Like, it's cute, it's perfect, it matches the theme, everything. And I discovered these are the Distress Oxides that really pair well with this collection. And you can see here, these embellishments really just kind of blend in, which is amazing. So I went ahead, I stamped this with my VersaFine, and it says specifically on the back of the VersaFine, perfect for using watercolors to color stamped images. So this is perfect. When you're using watercolor and alcohol markers and that kind of thing, make sure to read the back of the ink pad. That will tell you exactly what you can use it with. So you can probably even contact the company if you have some questions for them. So I used my VersaFine, which I will link down below. It is my favorite black ink because I only have to stamp images once. I only had to stamp these once in order to get a clean, crisp line. That is incredible. Incredible. I'm just saying it. It's incredible. Good for them for figuring out what works. So I did this coloring prior to even figuring out what I was going to do for my layout. The only thing I knew is that I was going to use this cute picture from my son, who looks super sad and sick and just wants to stay home. And that's what we are talking about today, is staying home. So I grabbed some, I just feel like chaos lately, and this paper to me is chaos. So we're going to tone it down by adding layers on top of it. And this may not be your style, but every once in a while, I just really want the chaos that ensues with multiple colors. And again, I'm toning it down by covering a lot of that. It's still going to be kind of chaos. But this is my base page. Now I am using a sketch from Becky Fleck and a cherry on top. It is this week's sketch. So if you're seeing this on February 17th, then you'll still be able to participate in this week's sketch. Now I flipped it, so I'm going like this. Okay. And I'm going to do a little bit other things, but I got my main inspiration for the layout of the papers. Then I was like, okay, he is really pulling at my heartstrings right now. And I just organized my dies, and I had a cool little plate die that looked like rope. So I had to cut and then emboss this so you can kind of see the rope edges, rope twirls, right? So that's going to go here. And we're pulling at the heartstrings because, man, that sad little face just gets me every time. Oh my goodness. And then I punched some hearts out of white because I don't feel like I need extra color here. I just really want the shape of a heart. And this is actually just one long piece, but I decided to cut it. So we've got that string as a border across my paper there on both sides. I've noticed that when I break out my dies and I break out my stamps, I'm tempted to use other things that go along with it. Then I need to build some clusters. So I thought I could put my cute little sleeping bag right next to him. And this is watercolor, so it did bend the paper, and that's okay. You just bend it back, glue it down, it'll be fine. And then I'm going to add my shoes right here. Just super cute. And then I need to add a popcorn bowl, which is fun popcorn. And then I need to grab my sticker guide so you can see what else my plan is. So this is actually from, you'll be proud of me, I'm combining my things from the Productivity Happy Planner stickers. And it just has a whole bunch of different blocks. Then I'm also using stickers from the Tiny Icons. So I'm pulling in some other things from my stash to help complete this layout. So this is going to be my journaling block, and it's going to go down here. And I think this needs to go under, so I might shift this down. Now these aren't super sticky. I'm not too worried about them coming off. Okay, again, it's kind of chaos because it does have multicolor, but it also tones it down because it's not as much multicolor, right? So that's cute. And then I'm going to put my little mama with her little heart right down here. Super cute. And then I pulled some tiny words. Life is tough, but so are you. And then I need to pull some yellow down over here because I've got yellow on the right. And here's my tiny icon with the sad face. I'm actually going to pop this up on foam, and it's going to go like right here to cover all of those pictures in the background because I think that kind of detracts from my layout. And then I've got a little TV icon that can go with the, probably underneath the popcorn there, and that's really my layout. So I'm using these hearts kind of as my cluster base. I am going to go ahead and leave this one blank, and my journaling is going to go down here because I do want just 3 clusters. And that's it. So that's how I'm using all of these homemade embellishments, using my white paper scraps and stamping on them, and then using my Distress Oxides to color them. Super cute. At the end of this video, you will see close-ups on everything and a finished product. So things might change. You never know. Whenever you go to adhere something, something always changes. So, I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.